I'm holding on for
Well,
dear
here
life.
we are.
Hello,
Hi,
world.
everybody. This is Jen Wolfe. I'm here with Joseph Cartagena Jr. Yay. And he's the one I am slated to interview. So I am really excited. How are you, Joseph?
Jen, I'm great. I want you to know, too, that for this interview, I put pants on.
Yay!
First time wearing pants in about 17 and a half days. So good for me today wearing pants, and it's a good day. How are you, Jen?
I'm great. I showered and I put on a shirt and,
Ooh,
I'm a human being today. So
Geez, good for you.
we're living large.
That's right. Wow.
I know. So, all right. So my first question, and then is, so tell me about your theater background. How did you get into it? What got you here?
Theater background. Wow. Well, it all started about 1,000 years ago. No, feels that long. Mom, I guess mom thought it was a great idea to put me in like the local neighborhood plays, way back when. So when I was 7, she put me in Peter Pan. I got the lead role. I don't know how.
Wow.
And I'll never forget, I sang a song called I'm Flying in front of a room full of people. And that's kind of where it all started. Then it went, later on, moved over to high school and did a couple high school plays. I played Conrad Birdie and Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that was a big one. And then I played Seymour, Little Shop of Horrors in high school. And then, took about an 8-year hiatus from theater and then came back into it. Actually, I that's eventually where I met you later on in life, Little Women.
Yeah.
It was a great time. And just did my rounds of community theater down in Delaware County and New Jersey, here in Philadelphia. So that's kind of how I got to where I'm at here.
Okay. I know. I remember you in Little Women. I thought you were, you were this new guy, and I thought you did a great job at that part. And then I was trying to think, like, is that the only show we did together? Because I know you did Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike over Colonial, but I was like, no, we didn't do just one show together. And then it finally hit me. We did
Miss Firecracker.
Yes, Miss Firecracker, and you did that great part. I forget your character's name, but it was a great part for you.
Max Sam. I love that.
Like you had to learn how to smoke. I think I got you back on smoking for a while.
Oh, that's where my smoking began. That's right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It is very much okay. I would have smoked in life anyway, but no. The character was Max Sam.
There it is.
First role at Colonial. Yeah, that was a great show. I had a lot of fun.
You've done a lot of musicals now too, right?
Yeah. I've done my fair share of musicals. I did Grease, where I played Kaniki. Which still might be my favorite one ever. Grease. I could do Grease 5 times a year. I just love that show. It holds up for me. I know it's cheesy and I don't know, but Bye Bye Birdie again. About 1.5 years ago. This time I played Albert. I'm a little older now, so I played Albert, and which is one of my dream roles, believe it or not.
So which is the better part, Albert or Birdie?
Oh, you know what? Believe it or not, I like Albert a little more.
Yeah, I think it's his story, really.
Yeah. I like Albert, and I like how I don't know. I feel like I am more like Albert than Conrad. I can act like a Conrad, but I feel like personally I'm more like an Albert. If that makes any sense.
That makes sense. It does. So if you had to choose between musicals and regular plays, if you had to choose, which one would you pick?
If you would have asked me that just even 5 years ago, I probably would have confidently said musicals.
Okay.
Now that I'm a little older and a little more, I guess, a little deeper, darker now. I don't know. I really enjoy plays now, like a slightly, not a lot more, but slightly more than musicals now. Yeah, definitely straight plays. I was supposed to be in a straight play that unfortunately was canceled because of this virus.
Which one?
Lee Jacobs, good friend of all of ours, was directing me in Our Lady of 121st Street.
Oh.
We had a great cast, and it was just a straight play, awesome play. But was canceled. But this too shall pass.
Yeah, so. Everybody's had crappy things happen to them because of this.
Yeah, trips
But
canceled.
I'm sorry, because you'd be great in that. I
Oh,
hope you get a chance to do that again sometime.
I pray we do. It's a great show. Really, really
Yeah,
good
and Lee's a
show.
great director.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. I worked with Lee several times. He's really great guy to be around. Good guy to act with, play with, and be directed by. It doesn't really matter which it is, but
yeah,
cool guy.
Well, here's hoping that that comes around again for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so everybody has a bucket list. What's your theater bucket list? What roles would you kill to play?
Oh man, there's a few that I know I'll likely never get to play. But if I could change that, it would be number one right now. Probably, believe it or not, would be Tony in West Side Story. I know that's but I always feel like I'm either too short for Tony or I don't know what it is. But Tony in West Side Story, Usnavi in The Heights.
Oh, you would be great in that. I love that show.
Yeah, I hope to God one day I can do that role. It's a great show and a great character. So if I can do that, that'd be a lot of fun. Wow, what else? I don't even know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like straight plays that there's one. I just saw it at the Arden. Oh my God, Tennessee Williams show. And I forget the character's name, but I love that role.
What was the play?
A Streetcar Named Desire.
Not Mitch. Stella, that one.
Yeah. I feel bad.
Wow, why can't we think of him? We're terrible theater people. I can't think of it either.
Yeah, but that was my first time seeing that show, and the guy who played him was fantastic. Wow, I would love to do that role. So that's like recently added to my bucket list. Whatever that role is, that's
Stanley, right?
Stanley.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
I would have slept tonight if we didn't figure that out. Oh my God.
I feel better about both of us now that we have. So you've done a couple of things at Colonial, and this is a Colonial situation. So if you were given 3 wishes or a magic wand, and you could only do something for Colonial, what would it be?
Like as far as like show or like
anything yeah, your word was law, or like you could, what this theater really needs is.
Oh wow. Just be
kind.
It's such a cozy theater. I love Colonial so much. It just holds a place in my heart. I love it. It's wow. Damn, it's a tough one.
We can come back to it.
Yeah, let's come back to that one.
Okay. Let's revisit that later. Let's see. Oh, here's a fun one. What were you like in high school?
I was the guy in high school that I definitely wasn't one of the cool kids. I wasn't like one of the AV kids. I was kind of just a guy that everyone was okay with. No one, thankfully, thank God, nobody disliked me, or at least that I know of. I wasn't like the weirdo or nothing like that. At least I don't think I was. I was just the all-around guy next door, I guess. I got along with everybody, and yet I wasn't allowed too close to the cool kids. But they wouldn't totally, throw me out either.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I was a jock. I love sports and I played sports, but I wouldn't say I was a jock. I was probably like the closet theater kid. It wasn't until senior year that I decided to let the world know I love theater. It's fantastic.
So you did that was when you did Bye Bye Birdie?
Bye Bye Birdie, yeah, and later on Little Shop of Horrors, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That was my big debut at my high school.
All in senior year.
In senior years, I
was got a busy senior year.
Yeah, and I was terrified of the reaction that I might get from all my peers But luckily, everybody was really supportive and really complimentary of me. So it was really nice. Yeah, it was a good way to end high school, you know. So
that can make you want to try it again, at least.
oh my gosh, yeah. And we didn't have a big theater program. I wish we had it all for a year. It wasn't until like junior year that we had something. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, I could do it again. Yeah, I might.
What sports did you do?
I did football my freshman year.
Wow.
Um, Fortunately, my grades weren't too hot, so I had to drop football for a bit to focus on my academics. I did a little bit of basketball. I wish I had done baseball, but primarily football and basketball. Believe it or not, for a small guy like me. Yeah.
Well, quarterback, right?
Yeah. I wish.
That's all. I don't know football, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
No, I was the ball catcher back then. I was the 5'7", 125-pound, back then, wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how I did it, but yeah.
You still play basketball or any of it?
Basketball, not for the high school, but more like for my neighborhood team and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I was decent back then. I'm a little slower now, a little older now, but back when I was 15, 16, I was pretty quick. So
yeah,
love sports.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, what do I have here? What we like in high school. What's your if you had to choose between movies and books, movies or books?
Oh man, I'm going to be completely honest. I only get around to about one book per year, so I'm gonna. Well, it don't include scripts, of course. I don't think you get into a script. Otherwise, more. But the short answer, movies, especially lately. There's been a lot of great films in the last like 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
A lot of top 10 material. A lot of quality films that have come out. And I've grown to appreciate a lot of these films. Actually, I'm going to hopefully tonight get around to watching 1917, which I haven't seen yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but to answer your question, I'm gonna go films.
Okay. Well, that's I kind of said the same answer, like you should like books, but I really watch more films. But so it's like research in the theater world, right?
Absolutely, it's a lot of film study, a lot of character study.
Yeah.
I try to get around to once a week, just picking a movie where the male actor won Best Actor or the female whatever. Just studying that role, studying what they did, to see, what I can learn from James Dean or Tom Hanks or Denzel Washington, studying these great actors that we have around. So
what is your favorite movie? Or do you have a favorite or a few favorites that you know?
Yeah, my favorite all-around movie, just all around, would probably be, we're going back to 1999, The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan, starring Bruce Willis and Toni Collette and Haley Joel Osment. I thought it was a brilliant movie. It's one of the few, like, I guess, horror-esque suspense movies that, like, was nominated for all these awards. And it was
true.
really.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, and I thought Toni Collette should have got Best Supporting Actress. She lost to Angelina Jolie that year, but and then by Shyamalan, man, what a great story that was that he wrote, and he was able to convince Bruce Willis to play the role, which is great too. And I love Bruce in that movie, for sure.
Cool, awesome. Did you guess when you watched it the first time?
No, I was about 11 back then when I saw it. So my mind was blown when we found out what we found out.
I think everybody knows by now, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert, guess what? That's a good one. How about favorite book? Non-theater script book.
Yeah, I really liked the Disaster Artist book. Came out a couple of years ago. It's the story of Tommy Wiseau, and his obsession, his focus on making it as an actor in Hollywood. He wasn't able to quite make it, so he made his own movie, which is notoriously known as the worst movie of all time. called The Room.
I heard of that.
Yes, it's a great book. It's a great movie as well. Of course, James Franco did an excellent job playing him, but the book is fantastic. Really gets into detail about his story. But it really is inspiring to see somebody who is that focused and that dedicated on just, honing his craft and really making it in the Hollywood scene. But yeah, Disaster Artist. Actually, if you haven't read it, Jen, yet, definitely check it out.
Okay, I will. That will be interesting to see somebody so dedicated and yet like the product apparently so bad.
Oh man, he put millions of dollars into it too. It's don't know how it is that bad. Yeah.
I don't know what lesson we learned from that, but
follow your dreams. No.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite type of music?
Ooh, wow. You know what? I don't, only because I love so many different genres so much, equally the same. But I really like rhythm and blues. Really like alternative rock.
Okay.
And of course, as a musical actor as well, I love show tunes. But I'm really I guess I'm an old school rhythm and blues guy.
Okay.
Like Marvin Gaye and the Temptations and Michael Jackson and guys like that. I'm a really old school R&B soul guy. This is probably my overall favorite. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that sounds good. You have good taste.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see. Are you binge watching any shows these days?
I am actually.
Okay.
And I'm not a big binge guy. I can only knock out one or two, maybe three in a day. But my father and many other friends of mine and people have been pushing me to watch The Wire, which I know I'm about 20 years late with.
Yeah.
It was on HBO. But yeah, The Wire, which is a police show, a crime show that takes place in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm about 5 episodes in so far, and it's a really great show that I do plan to keep on watching. The rest of
I know you could. If I hooked you up with my nephew, you guys could talk that. He's seen it all. I have not watched that, but I heard it's,
Yeah.
it won all the awards and everything. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a great show so far. I think it had about 5 seasons. And again, it came out in 2002, so I'm really late, but better late than never.
That's what Netflix or whatever you're seeing it on is for.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Amazon Prime. That's right.
Amazon Prime. There you go. Good job. You have good taste in stuff. Let's see. Binge watching. So with all of our social isolating, did you go crazy stockpiling anything?
You know what? I did not take part in that. Because I can't afford to do all that.
Exactly.
And no, luckily, it's funny. I had a birthday that just passed, and a friend of mine, as a gag gift, before this all went down, as a gag gift, bought me a pack of toilet paper.
Oh.
I had no idea that a week later, how handy that toilet paper would be.
The resale value on that right now is probably through the roof.
Oh my God, yeah. And it's funny how timing is in life like that, because again, they didn't see that coming, and now it's like toilet paper is hard to come by.
Wow, that's the thing to have. He was pathetic.
Yeah. I tried to go to Target to buy, those 45-cent ramen noodles, and they were all gone.
Wow.
So somebody stockpiled on those, and it wasn't me. But yeah, but to answer your question, no, I did not stockpile. So
okay, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. So in a similar vein, any new hobbies that you're taking up since there's no sports on TV? I wouldn't. Well, maybe not hobbies. Besides, back into working out and stuff like that. Oh, that's good.
I recently started looking at I guess, what do you call this? Not witchcraft, but like the new moon and stuff like that, and like
Oh,
astrology.
yeah,
I'm
astrology,
not,
astronomy.
yeah, like I'm not, but I'm looking at it. I'm curious about it, and I'm doing some research on it, and I just talked to a life coach for actors, which is kind of cool. So
Oh,
that's what I've been doing, but no actual hobbies. Like nothing like sewing, nothing like that.
okay.
I wish I could get into that stuff, but
Well, you're looking into some new things. That's a productive use of your
yeah,
time. Not that we all have to be productive now, but
yeah.
So is that astronomy? Like, is that astrology? Like the signs, or just sort of like being aware of the phases of the moon and the stars and the constellations and
All those things actually.
all
Yeah,
of them? Okay.
yeah, like the new moon and like manifesting during the new moon and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't. Maybe these aren't hobbies. Maybe I'll actually like do some dog training. Maybe I'll train my dog to go get me like a drink from the fridge or something like that, and we'll call that a hobby. I don't know.
It's not required. You've got the wire to watch. You've
That's
got a
right. That's
schedule
why.
to maintain.
That's
Um,
right.
yeah. So, oh, here's kind of maybe I'll save that for end. Let's see. What are you known for?
um, I'm these days. I'm probably known for. Man, that is a good question. What am I known? I'm known as the guy who loves karaoke. Oh, I love some karaoke, and it's been taken away from me, obviously, for obvious. But I do it here at home too, by myself.
I've seen your videos.
Yes. Oh, I just love some karaoke. I'll go to my fridge. I'll make me a Shirley Temple because I don't drink alcohol, so I'll do a Shirley Temple, some grenadine, and me and my dog, and I'll sit here and do some songs just for funsies. Yeah. So, but if you ask a lot of my friends who know me really well, they would say, yeah, karaoke.
Karaoke guy. Okay, that's not a bad thing to be known for. That's good. So on your acting resume, what's in your special skills section?
Oh man, my special skills section. That's funny. I put down a couple accents. I put like the Philadelphia accent.
All
I
right.
put on because you never know when that could come in handy. You
That's
really
true.
don't know.
Not everyone can say Woodard and phone.
Yeah, I was calling your phone. You weren't answering. I was calling Mike. No, anyway. New York accent, and I think I put on there like the Tony Soprano accent. I think I put on there too.
Oh, what's that?
Tony Soprano. Remember from the
Yeah,
Soprano?
I remember it, but what's his accent? What's his accent?
Oh, it's like that North Jersey, very like mafioso accent.
Okay.
Like.
Tell him a few bars.
Let's see. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Ready?
Right.
So he goes, "Oh, it's a very difficult situation. Number one." I don't know. That's it.
That's great. Oh, that's great. Okay.
Probably racist, but that's.
So I have a silly question, and then I'll have a little deeper one, and then I guess we'll call it a day. So
Okay.
Superman or Batman?
Oh, Batman. I'm not even close. Absolutely.
Why Batman?
Batman is more realistic to me because he's more identifiable. He has weaknesses and stuff like that, and I don't know. And plus, I like the darkness. I'm all about the darkness. Batman,
Yeah.
The darkness. So. Batman
Okay. Yeah. Good point. Okay. Good answer. Okay. So in this crazy period that we're in with watching too much news and all of this stuff, what is there anything good that can come of this?
Well, we can hope that with a lot less cars on the road, a lot less airplanes in the sky, hopefully, and a lot less people in the street littering and stuff like that. Hopefully, this gives the Earth a chance to just get a breather, and maybe we'll have a slightly cleaner environment. Maybe we'll maybe we'll get in the better habit of, all of us, hopefully, the better habit of, washing our hands and, maybe showering more and stuff like that, watching what we touch, and yeah. So hopefully we learn to be cleaner as humans going forward.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's all I have for you. You're a fascinating person.
Oh.
And I hope to see you in person sometime soon.
Let's hope so. Hopefully we'll allow out of these walls one day. We can actually leave our apartments and houses and see.
That would be looking forward to that day.
Yes,
okay. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to find the stop button. Thank you so much, Joseph. I'm going to stop this recording right now.